Hello, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, my friends? Well, I'm here to talk about some business to you that we have been always talking, and still there are some questions. Many of our friends asking question, what we really do, how we help people. So I need to give you some little bit clarity on that, and also help you how you can increase your business, how you can scale your business. Normally, what happened when I started this journey 35 years back with nothing, with 35 cents in my pocket, and with a determination that I want to be a business owner. And that's what the determination, the will force brought me here today. I created 100 over 1,000 jobs in the world, created so many businesses, helping the mentees all around the world to become millionaires, and helping business owners, helping business houses, big companies to scale up their business. See, I started somewhere, so I kept on increasing, and going up in one level. And as time passed, the attention went to a different level. Like I used to help a lot of my staff once upon a time. I'll give you some example. I'm sure some of you work for me and you know that for a driver, what I did, we prepared a small booklet, and that was my own booklet. I edited that, I wrote that. And the small booklet used to say, what is the minimum requirement to be one of the best driver in the world? I used to call it chauffeur, not the driver, but chauffeur. And back 25, 30 years before, when I was doing all these things, not many companies in my country where I was born in Bangladesh were doing it. Nobody was doing it, in fact. I was only the one that were helping the chauffeurs. How to open the door, no sound, how to wear the seat belt, and without seat belt in the front passengers, no seat belt, no gear. That was one of my slogans. I'm sure some of my good chauffeurs that are now entrepreneurs even, working in Bangladesh and outside Bangladesh, somewhere in the world, they remember, right? No seatbelt, no gear. And before you start the car, what are the checks that you need to do for the cars? Fuel tank, tires, engines, water level, and so on and so on. And where you are going, trip management, journey management. When we were sending our cars to different places in the country, like going for VVIP duties or going for field trips, like we used to work with Occidental and Chevron. They were, all the drivers were going, and their subcontractors, they were going to Sylhet and Malawi Bazaar and all these places with 4x4. And there were a particular procedure that we used to maintain. And that gave a tremendous leverage to me and my company, and also to my team, that those days, back in 1997, 8, I started Hertz Rent-A-Car. 98, 99, 2000, 2001, we were just growing and growing. And my chauffeurs, they were the best possible chauffeurs in the country. They were getting the best possible pay. And many of my friends were saying, oh gosh, how you pay a driver 25, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 70,000 takas a month. Those days they used to earn. I was not paying, they were earning. I never paid anybody anything, I tell you. It was them, they earned this money, they earned this reputation. As a leader, what I did, I just gave them the directions that it's like a general. I was the general for my team and told them that this is what is needed to be done. And they were happily doing it. And that's how we achieved this. Thank you, Mr. Misbah, for watching. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. So that is how it is. I don't know where my drivers are today, but many of them are in many places. They're working, they're business people. I turned many of them to be business owners. Some of the boys and girls I brought from my villages, like I would name Tipu Sultan, I'd name Santu, I'd name Farooq, I'd name even my own sibling, my own brother Lincoln. He didn't know anything about business, anything about job, anything about work, nothing. And they could not even speak one word in English. Find out what they are doing today. Find out. I can name thousands of them, but let me concentrate on the business that I wanted to talk today. Even the guy here, you can see Mr. Sharafat Hussain Sohan. He joined me 3 years back, I think from today. 0 word in English, writing horrible, but today, look at him. He joined our summit in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. He had no passport. He didn't have a visa. He never traveled. We got his passport done in 5 days. And before 5 days of the summit, he got visas from Malaysia and traveled to Malaysia, entered without any problems, because he went through a training process, how to handle, how to face the immigration, because immigration could see he received his passport 5 days back. And immigration could see that his visa has been issued 24 hours before. But they didn't stop him because of certain procedure, because of his personality, because of his language, because of his presentation, because of his, of his capabilities. We all came with no capabilities, 0 capabilities. We rather say we came naked in the world. But nothing stops us to learn. We need to learn things. It's just learning. I can see the young generation wasting millions of hours, I would say not millions, trillions of hours on social media. Doing what? Nothing. Talking about politics, talking about this, talking about jokes, fun, and all. Of course, we need it. But I want to ask you a question. What is your standing in terms of financial standing, professional standing, social standing? What is your social contribution? Many people talk many things. In 2007, when there was emergency in the country, the army took over, and I had a chance to meet the top brasses of army. They offered me a job to be the chairman of BOI, Board of Investment those days. Now it is BIDA. And I gave a condition to them, which I wrote in my book named Din Bodole Kotha. And I want to share with you this story today here. My friend, one of my friends, I should name or not, a Brigadier General who is alive, and Brigadier General Shakil, these two who died in BDR Pilkhana. These two persons, they called me and said that our bosses, they want to see you. Where are you? I said, I am in Tanzania. I was meeting the president of Tanzania those days, President Kikwete. And they said, you come back right now. I said, are you guys going to arrest me, take me, and beat me, or what? So they said, no, there is some good news for you. You better come right now. So I was a little concerned, puzzled. I called my wife and said that this is what my good friend Brigadier M, I would say. I'm not disclosing his name. He might be hearing here as well. So Brigadier M is calling me and saying that to come back. Said my wife was really concerned. She said, don't come because so many people are being arrested and so on and so on. Better stay away. I said, okay, what to do? So I refused. I said, I called back him and I said, I am not comfortable to come back and so on. So he said, no, you are making a mistake. I'm here, so you should have a trust on me. I said, okay. I immediately confirmed my return with the Emirates and came back. Early morning, I landed in Emirates flight, EK 518 or whatever. And he sent me vehicle, army convoy from Savar to take me from my house in Baridhara. So I was going to Savar to meet them, and I met them and had a long discussion. So they said that we want you to be the chairman of BOI. I said, I don't have a problem, but I cannot be doing a government job. I'm not comfortable to do a government job. But I can run BOI sitting in my office in Baridhara in a different fashion. They said, how? I said, I will be running BOI from my office. I will not take any salary, no benefits, not even a cup of tea I will drink with BOI money. And then said, it's confusing, it's puzzled. You explain how. So I tell you what I offered. I said, give me, I will take the statistics that during BNP time, what was the last investment in 2005, 6, and 4? These 3 years. 4, 5, 6. What was the investment, FDI investment, real time, took place in Bangladesh, and these data are available in Bangladesh Bank. We can get it from there. So I take the benchmark, the highest figure among these 3 years. The highest figure, if it is $500 million, okay, $500 million is the benchmark. If I bring in 1 year, in the year 2007, $500 million, I want nothing. No salary, no benefits, no cup of tea, nothing. But I run. Then one of the general said, the BOI people, they're all thieves, all corrupted staffs, how you will handle them? I said, 0% will be corrupted. I will handle them in a different way. How? I said, you will need to, fire all the BOI people. I said, I'll not fire even one person from BOI. He said, how you will handle them? He said, the way I'm handling my team right now, my drivers, they don't steal fuel, they don't cheat, they don't write extra hours of overtime, they don't damage cars and say that the car is needed for maintenance. They don't do this because they're very well paid, legally, officially, morally, ethically. They have a very high ethics. My chauffeurs, my staffs, they don't steal money. They are all proud because they are well paid. That's why they are not stealing money. They are not cheating the company. Similarly, I will have a very clear word with BOI people. I'll use the same team. We'll do a need assessment and find out. Well, the first day I go there, I will have a very clear discussion with them, one-to-one, everyone in a room, closed door, and ask them what they really want and what is their problem, why they ask money to the people that goes to BOI. And I'll try to find out why they do this. If a small petty office boy receiving a salary of 2,000 to 3,000 taka those days, how you expect him to be honest? Because he lives in Shonirakara, coming by bus and going home. It goes 2,000 to 3,000 taka is needed for his bus fare. Then he needs to eat lunch. Then he has a family, need to pay for the house rent. He has children, need to send them to the school. And we want them to be very honest. This is the craziest thing in the world. This guy needs at least 20,000 to 30,000 takas a month to pay at least 3,000, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000 as house rent. For eating, another 5,000, 10,000. And then sending children to the school, another 5,000, 6,000, 15,000. Then treatment, this, that, welfare. Then his coming, going. He needs minimum 20,000, 25,000 takas a month to sustain, to survive. Forget about saving. So an office boy needs this amount of money to work properly. How do we expect them to be honest and be very honest when they receive only 3,000 taka as their salary? So we are rather the state, the country, the government is encouraging them to be dishonest. I want to encourage them to be honest, giving a chance to be honest and not on gunpoint. It doesn't sustain. Then they were asking me how you will do it. Okay, I said, okay, I will budget certain amount of money from my own fund, from my own pocket. I go to BOI and I say, okay, who has the problem at home that cannot send children to the school? Okay, come up. And how much money you need? 50,000 taka. Okay, I give you 50,000 taka. I give you 20,000 taka. I give you 1 lakh taka. How many staff there? Around, I think, 120 or 130 people were working. So I said, I will budget 1 crore from my own pocket. I give them as a loan. I don't give them free. And I give them as a loan and say that, okay, now you have this money for next 6 months to 1 year to concentrate fully. And then also here you take another 10,000. I give it to everyone, 10, 20,000 to buy suit, buy tie, buy nice shirts, shoes, everything, and even perfume. You buy this and this deodorant so that you don't smell when you are in the office. When you are a foreigner coming or an investor coming, they should not say, oh my gosh, horrible, inside the lift when you go and pick them up. So they need to be trained, they need to be upgraded, they need to be told that these are the things that you need to do. Did any of the BOI chairman did this before? No. So it's just blaming and claiming, blaming and claiming, blaming and claiming. This game is going on, so that's not fair. So, okay. So that is how I said, okay, I can take the responsibility and I invest this money for BOI. I don't go there in BOI every day. I don't need to. I will have, there is a board and there is a board member. There are a few board members, 4 or 5 members, and they should be also very, very qualified and dynamic. Maybe 1 or 2 board member I change and I bring some very capable people. and let them run the show. I give them direction. My job is not micromanage and whether they're stealing money from buying tea, coffee, and all those, or they're stealing money from printing some materials or not. That's not my job. My job is I'm a big timer, I'm a big dreamer, I'm a mega guy. Doing mega things is my job, not these small things. I will let my colleagues do this. I will go once in a week to BOI to find out what is going on, to get a report on a wide screen. Everybody, all the members, they should be responsible, accountable to answer. So I asked that, okay, I want to work as a contractor, not as an employee, with a position of a minister, cabinet minister, full cabinet minister, and the most senior cabinet minister I should be. Because being the BOI or BIDA executive chairman, if I call to a minister of energy saying that one of my client needs a connection of gas or electricity, and if I am holding a position of a senior secretary or a deputy minister, this minister will not listen to me. Phew, who the hell you are? Well, I'll see what can be done. That will be the answer. I know this very well. So I said, I should be, as per protocol, I should be the most senior minister so that I can call anyone. I can call any ambassador of Bangladesh anywhere in the world saying that this is what is happening, this investor coming, give him visa or give him this or do this, go and meet this investor so that I can instruct him, not request. Forget requesting business. It doesn't work. So if I have been given this authority, I'm willing to take this position. And here is the catch. I will be investing my own money. On what? I'm not doing it free. I'm a businessman. I will make money. How I make money? I said, if it is $500 million as FDI that came, if I achieve this amount together with my friends and colleagues in BOI office, together with my team, we want nothing. So same message goes to the BOI team members, up to the office boy, up to the lift operator, up to the tea boy, up to the member, to everyone, that if we are achieving 500 million, we receive nothing. If it is between 500 million to $700 million, I want 5% from central bank. You have money sitting there, or government should create this money as an incentive to me. Then instead of salary, benefits, nothing. I don't want even the car from BOI. No, never. But I want 5% of $700 million. And from here, after paying the taxes, I give 25% to 30% or even 40% of this money. So $700 million times 5% is 35 million US dollar. 35 million US dollar times 25% of this is almost $10 million. If I give this $10 million to BOI people and just distribute among them, I did it in my company. You can ask some of my team members right now. They got this money during the COVID time. We did a business and this. I doubled the money. I gave double bonus. So some of my people, some of my leaders, they were criticizing me, but this is what I do because we want to get the best possible performance from my people and want them to be honest and not corrupt. So if a peon office boy is receiving $50,000, that's a massive, big amount of money that he can never think of. And I explain them, I show them that how much money they can get. If we are achieving this result, if we are achieving $1 billion, we receive a lower money, 3%, but it's still 50 million, $60 million we'll get. And from here, after paying the taxes, I give them even 50%. I take myself 50%. It's a big money. It's a big achievement. Who will be dishonest? But condition will be that if anyone found out that has received even one taka from any investor or anybody coming to BOI or anyone holding the file for more than certain hours, I'll be setting up the timing that this file, one file should go up, down, forget it, in one day. Whatever it is needed. If need be, do it online. Train the people, train the member, train the directors, train the deputy director, everyone. That's it, whatever is needed. It's not a long journey. Then, wow, they said, oh gosh, this is something. And also I told them, the BOI executive chairman gets only few, I think $150 or $200 as travel expenses, TADA, when he goes for begging for investment or inviting investors to come and invest in Bangladesh. How the hell he can invite an investor and offer him a good lunch or dinner. If you are going to invite some investors in Dubai, in the Middle East, or in Saudi Arabia, you need to invite them in a 6-7 star hotel in Burj Al Dubai, not in Hyatt Regency Hotel. No investor will come, I tell you. Nobody will come to see you. And then the government system, the rules, doesn't allow you to spend more money than what you are budgeted for. Rather, these poor people, they try to save some money what they get from the government. Sorry to say that. What I'll do is I will spend my own money. I don't claim any of my expenses, travel expenses, to the government. Nothing, zero. I stay in the best possible hotel. I hire the best possible limousine to go and see the investor. Evening, invite them, buy them the best possible champagne, buy them best possible dinner in the most posh hotel. I don't drink alcohol, but that should not stop me buying alcohol for my investors. If I'm inviting somebody, I can't just ask them to have a dal bhat and then go. No. We need to go as per the demand of the time. So, this is how I spend my money and invite the investors. And we go specific projects. They said, oh my God, this is excellent. My friend Brigadier Aim and Brigadier General Shakil, they were so excited. They took me to the bosses. I don't know to name them, but there was a team in the cantonment. I met with about 12, 15, 16 of them. There was a board that were running the country. Mr. Fakhruddin was like a signboard. And I saw how they are running the country. And they said, this is complicated. I said, no, it's not complicated. You can make any decision. They said, okay, we need to send it to the government. Your proposal, give me in writing. The General Moin told me to write the proposal. So I said, okay. And he invited me to Kumilla to meet him in Kumilla Cadet College. There was a program, and he invited me there to have a discussion. And he, in a way, request or asked me to join with the position of a senior secretary, because he sent the proposal to the government, and the government system sent it back saying that it doesn't work. This position is a secretarial position, and how come he cannot accept salary and all those. What he's saying, this needs a lot of changes in the policy and all, and he will be an external person and all those. The bureaucracy, how it works. So that didn't work really. So one day, General Moin invited me and said that if you can accept it as a secretary, but we'll give you unlimited power to handle anything and everybody. And also one condition I gave them, I will never ask for official permission to the chief advisor, because he would be my boss, but I will always call him and say that, Doctor, I am going, or Excellency, I'm going outside for a trip. But for Geo, Mio, and all those, I know some of my friends from government, I have seen how they suffer. The last moment Geo is not coming, the program is set, and okay. All this fiesta I have seen. I have seen some of my friends how they suffered. So I said, I cannot be dealing with this Geo. I am a businessman. I will travel like a businessman, but as a contractor, I will definitely have the decency to tell my boss that, yes, I'm going outside. I'm traveling. So give me, this is just for your information. The chairman doesn't need to know and write. I mean, this is what is killing this country also. Anyone traveling over above the joint secretary level, I knew till the Hasina time that they needed permission from the prime minister. So just imagine how many signature is needed to be done. I mean, how many signature a prime minister need to put every day. That's crazy, simply. That's how a country will remain poor always. This needs reformation. I don't know what kind of reforms you are talking about. The politicians and the current government, they are having a tussle. What reforms you are talking about? You should go for this kind of a reform that are killing the country, that are killing the economy, that are killing the generations. Change this. We inherited all this from British, and this needs to be changed. Anyway, I've gone to a different directions now. It's already 32 minutes gone, and not many people are listening to it. I think my discussion is in English, and also it's not very interesting to many people. That's why I said, our boys and girls, you guys need to speak in English, and you need to learn English, and that's why I'm talking today in English as well. Well, two things I will say, and then I will say bye-bye today. So, where you need a will force, a strong will force, number one, to be somebody, you need to dream to be somebody. You don't need to steal money. You don't need to be dishonest. You don't need to, do hanky-panky. You don't need to give people, if somebody is buying 5 kilos of beef, you just steal 1 kilo and give him 4 kilos. It's not necessary, not needed. People are willing to pay even for 5 kilos, good price. Like I charge so much of money, I tell you, during my business of car rental services to the government of Bangladesh. And they paid because of the quality. We had a big contract with Robi Exiata, and we had a big contract with Banglalink. We had a big contract with UNDP. They all paid. Even some Bangladeshi companies, they paid because it was the service. They were not paying me. They were not paying because I was not putting a gun on their head. It was the services that they were paying because my drivers were wearing suit, tie, and the cars were having mint condition. Air conditioning was fabulous. That's why they were paying. They were not paying on my words. No, I was not going everywhere. It was my team that they were going, they were giving the services. Even today, if you are selling something, say for example, if you are selling iftari on the roadside, if you can maintain hygiene, quality, good behavior, presentation, and good services, like you good packing, any young boy or girl can make massive amount of money, I tell you. People don't care for money to eat good food, healthy food. They are willing to pay. Am I right or wrong? Tell me, my friends, those who are here. Am I talking sense or no? I'm sure anybody will be willing to pay 10, 15, 20 takas extra if they get a good pack of iftari on the roadside. But if you're selling nonsense and cheating people, definitely people will not be willing to pay you. You will be selling to the poor people also. So that's an issue. We need to be knowing what we are doing. You need to be very keen, very, very keen on your business, what you are doing. Mind your business. Well, I have been training up my team and letting them do things, and they're doing it, making my life easier. They're still doing it. I have a global team working from different places. They're not with me all the times. We just meet hardly. I met one of my two of my team members. One, Lima, I met after 4 years. I never seen her. Sharafat, I met 3 years. After he worked with me, I met him first time in Kuala Lumpur. I met some other of my people after 1, 2 years. And that doesn't stop them functioning. That doesn't, because I gave them the right weapon to work. I have trained them. I have given them the required knowledge, required education, guided them how they can achieve more, how they can add some skills. It's only skills. Nobody pays you. Nobody cares who you are in the world. People care what you have and what you can do. 3 things: brain, your mouth, and your hand. What you can deliver. That's it. Nothing else. Well, with the political, then now some of you will say that, no, sir, political things are happening. How many percentage? And that is not sustainable. If you get a job with a political backup, you cannot sustain. If you cannot deliver these days, it's tough. I just saw a news that the artificial intelligence will be taking over almost 7 million jobs of the call center in India in 2025 and 2026. Now, the Indian companies that were running the call centers, employing more than 1 crore people, now they are into big, big trouble. They're really into trouble. All these people will be losing their jobs. So you need to increase your skill. Once upon a time, I used to tell my drivers that, hey, if I lose everything, I don't mind. John Holzman was the ambassador of USA. One day I was kidding with John that, hey, John, if you hire a good driver, I'm here. One of the best drivers, never met an accident. God will, Alhamdulillah. Till now, I've never met an accident or incident anywhere in the world. But I have driven all kind of cars anywhere and everywhere in more than 145 countries. And I have never met an accident. But I told John that if you are ever hiring a driver, let me know. I want to be your driver for a day at least and see how good driver I am. So I said, if I lose every business, everything, I lose all my things, as long as I am okay, as long as I am alive, as long as I am healthy, I don't care how much money I need to survive. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, these I can earn easily with the blink of an eye. It's nothing big. It's not at all big problem. I'm a good chef. I learned how to cook best possible food, healthy. I can cook anywhere. I go to any big restaurant and say that I work for free one day. You don't pay me anything. Just get me some glass of water. I will drink and I cook and you serve the food. And if it is sold, you give me a job or I'm gone. You kick me out in the afternoon. I can challenge. That's confidence. That's my skills. I can go and talk to any big companies and say that, guys, you want to sell your things like Alton, like Pran, they're all calling me all the times. They want to expand their business in Africa, in South America, and they know that I have the connections. I'm just giving you an example. I'm talking about billion-dollar companies, billions of dollars worth of companies all over the world. This is two I just gave you as a reference, I just mentioned. But there are so many companies that are paying me, that are calling me, they're asking me, help, help, help. That's what I'm doing, helping them, because it's not humanly possible for them to reach out to 156 countries and scale their business, which I can do, my team can do within few minutes. And my team and I know how we can do this. And this has not happened in one day. It took a long time. It took 30 over years. It's my finest connections with my friends, with my partners, with my principals. Just imagine. I worked in Jamuna Breeze construction project, and some of you might know Hamboa was the company that was doing the construction, and Hyundai construction and someone. Hamboa had an officer, a director named Hans de Vast and Peter van Schuten. These are the two senior guys. I still maintain my relationship with them. I have their numbers. I contact them till now. Thanks to internet that has given us the opportunity to connect all these people globally. And some of my friends, even when I was working in UNICEF in 1991, my boss was Obai William from Sierra Leone. Suddenly I remember, okay, Obai, where is he? I found out from Facebook that he's in New York. He has retired and he has settled in the US. I sent him a message in Messenger and he replied. And we got connected. Just imagine how beautiful this is. Fantastic, isn't it? You see? And, he's saying, any support you need, Haider, just let me know. It's so great to connect. You see, I see one of my colleague who was my engineer in my airline, Sembrano from Philippines. He lives in the US. The other guy, Gilbert, he passed away. I feel so sad. Gilbert worked for me very, very long time. But Sembrano, he worked also pretty few years and in the US. Mushtaq worked for me in Dubai few years and is still in touch. My driver Ilyas in Dubai, many years back, he worked in 2002. Last year when I was in Dubai, I sent a message to, or he saw it from online. I think I posted some pictures and then he immediately knocked me, sir, can I see you? I said, yeah, you are most welcome, come. So Ilyas came and saw me and gave me a good update that he's doing very well. He's no more a drugger. He's working as an officer in a company and doing very well. And he's got children and they're big and so on. So I was so happy. You see, this gives me a lot of pleasure. So let us work, let us think, let us be ambitious, let us be building confidence level, will force, and add more and more skills in your life that can really make you somebody in this world. I'm so proud to see this boy that Julhas that flew his own airplane. I'm not very excited about him making an airplane made by many other people in Bangladesh as well, or anywhere in the world. But flying an aircraft, that's something crazy, I tell you. He went into the sky without knowing formal flying. That's something dangerously courageous, I tell you. Dangerously courageous. We must salute him for that. I really congratulate him, and I demand to the government of Bangladesh that you should educate him in one of the best possible institute, training center, and let him expand his knowledge and be a real-time good aviator in the country and help our aviation industry or global aviation industry. There are a lot of global people today. The news has gone in the whole world. So internet is the most powerful tools today that can take you. If you are doing good things, it will be known to the world. If you are doing bad things also, that is very fast, it is going to the world. So we need to really promote this fellow and get him on the right track, and we should promote him now, not after he dies and say, oh, we give him Bangla Padok, Ekushe Padok, Shadinata Padok and all those. No. When people are alive, try to help them, try to recognize them, try to encourage them, try to build them. This nation needs a lot more work than these words. I'm tired of seeing these words and claim and counterclaim, blame and blame and blame. Forget this. Leave this now. Let us work hard, work smart, add value to your life. If you have no money, it's not going to work, really. It's not going to work. So I think it's time for all of these young generations to really take care of themselves. I'm here. Any business owners, small or big, come up, tell us what business you're doing. Probably you are selling a small item. We can scale it up. We can let you sell to 100 over countries. Like if you're selling kochurloti or if you're selling potol, it can go to many countries. For you, probably it is difficult, but for us, no. If you are sourcing out something and you need better source, we can. You need to create market continuously. If you have buyers, if you have revenue, your business is secured 100%. If you have no revenue, no buyer, even the best possible products you produce has no value. Right or wrong? Tell me. I think you will agree with me. Well, my friends, I think it has been a long time already during this Ramadan. I wish you all the best and looking forward to welcoming you in our webinar on the 15th. You will be hearing a story from a Bangladeshi boy, how he has transformed himself, Bafi Farid. And another of my mentee from France. He's a French guy, but living in Malaysia. His name is Mr. Julien Drolan. He's a converted Muslim. And how he became my mentee recently, last year, and how is he transforming himself, being a very, very influential man. He's a very influential guy as well. You will hear from them about their life and their business. And 15th of March, 6 p.m. Dubai time, which is 8 p.m. Bangladesh time, immediately after Iftar. So you will be able to join after Iftar. I think Iftar is around 6 something. 8 p.m. we have kept the time, keeping the Ramadan in mind. So please join. And if you have a business, don't join if you don't have a business and just for wasting your time and our time. If you have a business that you want to grow, come and join. We'll show you. And then on 21st and 22nd of October this year, we are hosting our Global Investor Summit. We say Investor Summit because we bring investors from all around the world to meet you. If you are the one that is in need of money, in need of finance, in need of investment, that is where you should come and meet these guys directly. Meet these investors directly and say, here is my project, this is what I want to do, this is my dream, this is where you need to invest your money. They will. We just closed a deal. Somebody need, I don't know how to name it here, but somebody need $20 million and we connected him with an American company and it's done already, done deal. It's exciting. He came to our summit in November in Kuala Lumpur, and in less than 2 months, deal is closed. So look at that. We are right now handling a $5 billion project that needs money, and they're talking directly. We are facilitator. I don't invest, but I know who has the power of investment. I'd like to ask a question to our BIDA executive chairman here with this forum, that how much he has attracted investment during last few months. If he can release some information in his website, we will all be excited about it. I'm sure he is doing very well, and congratulations, and my all-out support for him in case if he needs any support. We'll be very, very happy to help him, as we are helping many of the investment promotion agencies of many countries like GIPC, Ghana Investment Promotion Center, and a Nigerian Investment Promotion Center, the even Hong Kong Investment Agency, Malaysian Investment Promotion, MIDA, and Investment Development Agency. So many of them in the world, anywhere in the world. Why not Bangladesh? Why not BIDA? That's my birthplace. I will be very happy. My team will be very glad to help you attracting investment. But you cannot just keep your door shut and just don't ask any help. And looking for investment blindly doesn't work really. You need to be very specific. And we can talk big, but what is the end results? That is very important. End of the day, how much money you attracted and how much money you brought in and how much money has been deposited in the central bank, that is more important than anything else. I'd like to thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to see you on the 15th. If you really need your business to expand, if you really need funding, join on the 15th online in our webinar. Go to our website and register, www.businesssummit.net, and also register for the summit in Nairobi, Kenya on 21st, 22nd of October. It's a long time, but you need to plan ahead. You need to prepare your project. You need to prepare your documents. You need to prepare yourself. You need to prepare your expenses as well. So prepare now. This is the time that you should make a big win this year. Make this 2025 the best year for your life. I wish you all the best. Looking forward. Thank you, my friends. Take care. Bye-bye.